Hi guys, recently I did a bit of research into what kind of guitar help everyone needs. The top winner is always how to craft captivating guitar solos. I remember two important concepts I learned during my early years. The first one came from Eric Clapton. For him, the guitar solo is a song within a song. I'm not sure where I heard this. It could have been in a guitar magazine or a TV interview somewhere, some TV special somewhere. I don't know. I don't remember. It was such a long time ago. I think he had gotten this from one of his blues heroes like Albert King or B.B. King. But it was definitely one of those huge legendary blues guitarists we all love. A good song has a good arrangement. Therefore, a good guitar solo must have a good arrangement. The solo should also feature melodic stuff from the song. Using vocal melodies from the solo is a great idea. Just ask Kurt Cobain. The second one is from Angus Young. Again, I'm not sure if I saw it on TV or if I read it in some guitar magazine. He got it from one of his older brothers. Either it was George, the one who produced their early albums, or Malcolm, the guy who wrote some of the greatest riffs in rock and roll. This means that your intro and your outro must be memorable. You gotta come in with a bang and you gotta go out with a bang. But how do you craft the perfect guitar solo for your song? This is a tough one for all of us. This series of videos will help you down the right path to figuring this out. Today, I'll use what I call tone shifting to give the song within a song dynamic. Tone shifting is a lost art that needs to come back. When I was a kid, I'd watch videos of Jimmy Page live, fidgeting with his pickup selector switch, his volume and tone controls. Back then, I had no idea what the hell he was doing. Of course, as I got older and realized, I knew exactly what he was doing. This became a part of how I play when I play certain kinds of solos, like long improv blues or rock solos. He's using just his volume knob, tone knob, and the pickup selector switch to dial in a variety of tones during the solo to give all kinds of interesting dynamics. I made a very basic backing track, basically a nice sounding metronome. I'll play along and talk through what I'm doing. Let's do it. As you can see, I only have one volume knob, one tone knob, but this is good enough to do the job. So I'm gonna start with the tone control at about 3 or 4 and the volume at about 3 and 4, and again at the neck pickup, right? So first thing we wanna do is start a cool little motif going. Don't be afraid to leave space and let the delay and reverb fill in the gaps in a cool little way. And make sure you traverse the whole neck during your solos, unless you are going for a particular type of feel, which is in a certain location, okay? But us guitar players always get stuck in our boxes, and it's our job to break ourselves out of those boxes and keep things more interesting, okay? So these are all the things I'm gonna keep in mind as I go. I tend to play more Dorian as opposed to straight minor, but then again, Jimmy Page played a lot of straight minor and stuff like Since I've Been Loving You, and I like to actually kind of drift between Dorian and straight minor. It's really fun. So let's try some of that. First, let's throw in that blues note, be afraid to throw some chords into your solos. Let's go up, take the tone up a little bit more. The volume up a little more. And of course you can use that blue note to kind of get it a little bit more exotic. And who doesn't love those blues six, right? And then as you can see, I lightened up the attack on my pick, so it's a lighter touch. But I've got the volume knob is up a bit, but notice how I'm using that heavier, that slightly more distorted tone, but with a lighter picking attack. So it gives a little bit of a double, best of both worlds kind of feel. So you can use like your lighter picking attack, and you can vary your picking attack to get that chilled out or frustrated or these different things you're feeling. Maybe try some light palm muting. And like Stevie Ray Vaughan said, if you hit the wrong note, do it again so everybody thinks you meant it. Isn't that weird? I threw that minor second in there in a blues pentatonic. So basically you could do whatever the hell you want. As long as the right effect comes through. It must have the right dynamic feel. It must feel right. You can't just throw it. You can't just do that all the time. It has to fit in the context of how you're moving along. See how we did the minor second but with blues? Alright, let's go all the way up now. Still on the neck pickup. Since we got our full volume, we can hold our bends a little bit and get a little bit more feel going, a little bit more creating that tension. And don't be afraid to make weird sounds. Have fun. When you bend, make sure you got your intonation going, because bad intonation with bending is just amateur level stuff. As you can see, I will do it, but then if I want to go a little bit wild, I will. So bend up, then go wild. So you can control yourself. You can have control, or get a little crazy. And since I'm playing an E, I can do these alternate picking things using the low, the high E, and the low. Now let's go to the middle pickup, but I'm gonna have the volume pretty close up to keep the video concise. Vary my dynamics with my picking. You can vary your dynamics with your controls or your picking hand. That takes a long time to develop, so take time and try it out. Okay, so let's do this. Notice I just went to straight major thirds and then minor again. This is another great trick of the blues that people like B.B. King, Jimmy Page did really well. Of course, Jimmy Page got it from B.B. King. So of course when you're doing the major third and the minor seventh thing, you're doing mixolydian. So within the same key here in E minor, I can do E Dorian, E minor, E major, E mixolydian, E blues. There's so many different options. Notice I'm going back to that little motif I did, right? Alright, let's go to the bridge pickup. And here I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to bring harmonic minor into it. And harmonic minor, and we're going to combine all these things and see how we go. And then just pick this thing to the end. Notice I went from harmonic minor to Dorian, and it just kind of flows. Another thing I really loved is one of my favorite fusion guitarist influences from the 70s. He used to love taking the Indian scales, but then he would also kind of go back and forth between major and minor third in the coolest ways. Now, can any of you guess who this was? Drop me a comment, let me know. I'll back off a little bit on this. And then just before, we want to back off a little bit and see, dip it down and then come back and then bring the volume back. And let's end with a big flying note. I hope you got some great ideas for your next solo. Just go have fun, explore the world of tone shifting. Please remember to subscribe, hit the bell, and drop me a comment. Which of these insights are you enjoying the most? I made something really awesome for you guys. My new free Bose GT100 Easy Guide. Just click the link in the video description below and sign up today to get your free copy. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you immensely. Have an awesome creative day.